Welcome back to yet another video. So before we start today's video, I just want to let's just make something quickly, something to drink. So as we are talking, it's just going to be a chit chat video. We're going to get to know each other, but of course we're going to be thirsty, so I'm like, let's make something to drink. A simple lemonade recipe. By the way, I just want to show you my outfit for today, because today I'm going to talk to you about who I am. So this is it. This is how it look. Oh, and it's really becoming small, so yeah, we rather just stick to the front, not the back. See that? We're not fitting anymore. But of course I love my traditional outfits, so I only have two, this one and the one that I had for our lobola negotiations. So yeah, let's quickly go make that lemonade. Whatever you start with, doesn't matter how many ice cubes you're putting in. You're putting in as much as possible. If you have a crushing machine, you can just crush your ice. So this is just simple syrup. I used brown sugar, that's why it's brownish. So it's equal parts of sugar, equal parts of water. So if it's 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, you let it simmer on the stove until everything is dissolved, then you get this syrup. So this syrup, you can use it for all your drinks, for your juice, for your cakes. This is the simple syrup people talk about. So this is just lemon, and we're simply going to make a lemonade. So I don't have fresh lemon, but I'm going to use this lemon. So I'll just squeeze in some lemon. That must be enough. So then we'll go ahead and add some water. So that is just water we added. Just to garnish. Because we have this color on, we're gonna use that. Lemonade, done. So now we can go ahead and start. Hello guys, this is how far our lemonade is. I guess I was extremely thirsty when we made it earlier, because when I was just setting up, this is what happened to it. So let's get into the video. If you're new here, my name is Mwaka the Wifeprenuer. Thank you so much for stopping by. To my old tribe, thank you so much for always sticking around. So on this channel, we're all about helping women monetize their knowledge and skills using the power of social media. So in today's video, like I said earlier, it's just a chit chat, getting to know each other better. So let me know in the comment section where you are watching this video from, what your name is, in which town are you, or in which country are you. So to begin with, my name is Mwaka. Been married for 3 years now. So let's start with what I'm wearing. This is my traditional dress. It's called the Mosisi dress, all the way from, it used to be region 1 because it was called Caprivi then, so it was the first in alphabetic order, but now it's region last because we've moved the name to a Z, which is Zambezi region. So I'm originally from Zambezi region, then Caprivi region, now known as Zambezi region, and that's where I went to school. I was born there, went to school there till my matric. 2010 I moved to the capital city where I started my journey. It was a different journey, and I had problem transitioning here because since when I moved from grade 7 to grade 8, I stayed in the hostel, so nothing new. I was used to being all by myself, managing my own money, and just not being dependent really, like especially to family members and all that. So in Windhoek, 2010 I did my varsity at one of the universities here. I did IT, but at our university, because it's a business school, it's known as Business Information System. So I did that for 4 years. I got my honors degree, graduated 2013. So I was fortunate enough to be one of the people that were able to get internships at that university. So I did my internship in the IT department. We did hardware mostly, software here and there, but it was not always. It was really hardware. Like I was on the help desk, so literally what we'll do, it was mostly help users get their business running. So in 2015 I moved from the IT department, I moved to the academic department. So I don't know if it runs in the family, but my dad was a teacher. My late sister, the one I followed, was a teacher. One of my sister, again, our elder sister, is also a teacher. So I don't know if it really runs in the family or what, because every time I go back for holiday, when I was still studying for that 4 years from 2010 to 2013, every time I go back for holiday, if I go back the mid-year holiday, I'll go and teach. I once taught at my high school, my previous high school. I went to go teach computer studies there because they had computers. So I'll go back, I'll do the teaching. So I think it's something that I like, I guess. So yeah, 2015 I moved into the academic department. I was a part-time tutor there, so I was getting paid on an hourly basis, but this is how it used to work. So you work on an hourly basis, you're given certain modules, you work on an hourly basis. So that means if students are on holiday, you don't get paid. So January, February, maybe February you only work, or you only get paid maybe for the last month of February. You only get to start paid in March, because now when classes commence, now March, April, May, June, no, actually May, that will be end of your salary. But lucky enough, I'll join the invigilator, so you get paid also as an invigilator. So that is how I used to do it. So that's salary for May, I keep it, or I pay rent, and then now June comes, we get paid now for the invigilation. So that is how I used to manage. So June, July, students are still on holiday. They come July, yeah, August is a bit interrupted because of culture festival also, it won't be as much. So September, October, then you know October is almost the end of October, I think that's it. November it's exams, so again you just live off invigilation money. So that is just how I used to survive. So it was a matter of discipline, how to use money, because that's the money was supposed to help me, you know, November, December, January, February. So every time I get paid by that time, I make sure I pay for 3 months in advance. So it doesn't matter if, you know, I drink water or whatever, as long as I know that my rent is paid for. And I used to enjoy that because there's nothing that I love than being independent, you know, doing things on my own. So that's how I got to do that. So that was 15, 16, 16. Yeah, 16, end of 16, I got a full-time offer to be a full-time lecturer now. But then when you're undergrad, if you only have an undergrad qualification, you're regarded as a tutor. Only when you have a master's or only when you have a post degree, then you are regarded as a lecturer, but the work is literally the same. So I got a full-time offer, but it was out of town, and that was 16, end of 16. And I just met this guy, an amazing guy, but I'm also like, how do I know this relationship is going to work? Why should I stay? I may not go for this opportunity and then I stay and then things don't work out. So just like any other girl, I was like, I'm taking my job. So I took my job. 16, yeah, the same 2015 that I got that I was a part-time tutor. My sister died in October of 2015, so I wasn't well, I was a total mess. So 16, I decided to enroll for my postgraduate degree, so I did that. So 16, that time also, one of the reasons why I also had to go for that job is because now I had to move to the second year of that postgrad, and I need money to register, and for me to see my results, to know if I'm registering or not, I have to pay full amount for that year. And that postgrad, I think it was 28k for 28k each year for 2 years. So sure, that was something. So I had really to sit down and see what I was going to do with my life. So lucky enough, I got I took the job. I went for the job, and my first salary was going to start. I was only going to move the other side 2 months later. So but I had a letter. So what I did is I ran for a loan. I ran for a loan to pay off my first year, and I did that. But that wasn't a smart move, but at that time it was a smart move. But I'll let you know what happened. So I took a loan, I paid for my first year. Now my second year, I was now working. So in my salary, this is how I used to divide my salary. I pay the loan back, I pay the current year, in a month, almost twice or thrice, I have to be in Windhoek for my classes. So I was paying rent where I was staying, where I was working in that specific town. I'm on the road, I pay. The other side, I need accommodation. So what I did, I didn't abandon my accommodation in Windhoek. So I kept 2 places. So that's how messed up the whole situation was. At the time, you'd think that you are smart, but yeah, looking back, it wasn't. I would have saved that money for something better. So yeah, that's how it happened. You know, fought for that postgraduate the second year. That was it. So in the second year of my postgraduate, that was our first anniversary is an item with my partner, and on that day he just decided that he's going to make me his wife. So we agreed to that. We agreed on the date and everything. We started dating 2016 October, 2017 October we decided, no, we are good for each other, we are going to get married. So since that day, we started planning now for our wedding. So 2018, that was my second year in the other town. Still I was on the road because obviously long distance. Yeah, so that happened. 2018 October we got married. So looking back, I was like, yeah, I left this guy for this job and everything. It's not a good idea to start a marriage on a distance, you know. So that is how I let go of my job. And during that year 2018, I was like, what am I going to do with my life when I move back to Windhoek, when I leave this job? So that's when I started learning about the digital world and business. Guys, I had a bad mindset about business. I was like, business is not for me. Business is not like people who were selling. I just saw that they were poor. But that is a wrong mindset. It's, wow, I'm even ashamed to mention it. That's not a good way to look at life. So that's when I started learning about business, learning about the digital world, being a content creator and all that. So for now, I had an idea, I had a friend, but let's leave that story for another day. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this, so that we can make another segment about it, so we can have maybe a part 2, probably a part 3. Let me know.